there's a lot of times where you've had classic lines from Simpsons, from Critic, from Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
Does it annoy you when people do the imitations of you, especially like when the acting line? Do people do that in front of you?
No, it's very flattering. It means they remember the character and they're imitating me. No, it doesn't annoy me at all.
So
no, it's flattering.
All right, I was curious.
It makes you feel good. I mean, that's what I wanted. You want people you want to do memorable performances, and when that's the way of letting they remember.
Why did
they like it? So it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
Peter, the late Peter Falk. The only thing people ever yelled at him, I heard, was, "Where's your raincoat? Where's your overcoat?" And he said, "I never have a good answer to that."
You were talking about maybe you were 23 and you were an unknown, and then 6 months later, everybody was imitating you. It was probably the
I was 20. Yeah, when I got started live, I was 28 and.
28.
Yeah, I was unknown, and then totally unknown, and then I got started live, and on October, and 3 months later, the whole country's imitating me, but I'd never heard it, and because Out Years is in the building, 80 hours a week working, and everyone's saying everyone's imitating you, and a friend of mine, she was in this a rock band. She was, we're traveling the country, everybody's imitating you, but I never hear it. And then in March, I was in Los Angeles, and I'll never forget driving down Fountain Boulevard, and all of a sudden this commercial comes on for this Riverside Raceway, and the guy starts imitating me in the commercial, and my jaw dropped open. I was like,
I'm not being paid for that.
What,
it was so weird.
Saying that's the ticket or something like that?
Yeah, he goes, Riverside Raceway. You go, yeah, that's it. Get your ticket. And he starts, doing it, the liar. And then I did Comic Relief in March of '86, and Whoopi Goldberg. I'd done a movie with her, and she invited me to do it. So I did that, and I'm doing my liar character, and all of a sudden the whole crowd goes nuts, and you see my eyes light up, because it's the first time I really heard outside of SNL people knowing it, and I went, oh, they know it, and I get this huge smile on my face.
What a great feeling.
Wow.
Yeah,
Where
it was
did
great.
It come from? Where did you get the character?
It started, a friend of mine, I liked her, and she goes, well, I like a guy with a fat wallet, and I go, oh, well, my dad just had 15 oil wells come in. And I said, well, I am a pathological liar. And then I met this guy once that lied. And then I liked the movie The Thin Man, old movies, and there was a character, and they're going, yeah, that's the ticket. They were grilling this guy. And so I did, and so it's a combination of that. And then I've at Alcoholics Anonymous, they'd say, people get up and say, my name's Bob, and hi, Bob. And I go, well, here's my story. So I remember thinking, we had to do a thing in the Groundlings. I was in the Sunday Company. So what if it was a guy like instead of Alcoholics Anonymous, he's Pathological Liars Anonymous. So I just had the first two lines. Hello, my name's Tommy Flanagan. I'm a member of Pathological Liars Anonymous. In fact, I'm the president of that organization. But I thought the guy would just start lying about it, And then they'd ask questions, and they go, how long have you been lying? I go, I don't know what you're talking about. And this girl, Robin Schiff, was a big writer. She goes, John, you set it up perfect. She goes, you could say anything and it'll work. I go, what do you mean? She goes, just don't say you're not lying. Just answer. I'll ask you anything. So she goes, just say it in character. I said, okay. She goes, okay, what's your favorite sport? And I went, bowling. And it was just funny because you knew he's lying, and why, and I went, oh my God. And I was like, I hit it the hardest thing is come up with a simple idea, but that's great, that just writes itself.
Right.
And I she had to point it out to me. She goes, you did that. I didn't even see it. And then I wrote a monologue of a guy to AA, and then we got to do it on the Tonight Show. Jim McCauley, who found booked all the comics in the Tonight Show, booked the Groundlings, and you can see it online. So that was my first time on. I did. On the Tonight Show, I was on TV once before in the paper Chase the second year on Showtime, but that was on NBC and the Tonight Show, and I did it, and I was thrilled, and
I was
took off.
backstage that night. I used to write for Johnny Carson, and
you were there,
and I was there watching Here's the Groundlings. I remember it was 3 acts, and you were one of them. I go, wow, that I just knew it. I said, that is really funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what a small. I didn't know you were there. That is.